Hi and welcome back. So in this video, as I said in the last one, we are going to connect a domain name with a Bluehost account. Let's say you have a domain name hosted somewhere else. You bought a domain name on GoDaddy or Namecheap and you want to use that domain on your Bluehost account. And this is only possible if your account allows you to have multiple websites. So in my case, I have this domain here and I want to change the name servers to point to Bluehost. So how this web hosting thing works is there has to be a server somewhere, and on that server is where you're going to have your website files, and then you can host your domain anywhere as long as on your domain manager you point to those servers. So it doesn't matter where your domain is, as long as the name servers will point to where there is a server with your website files, because if that doesn't happen, and then your website won't be able to show for people, and if it is a WordPress website, you're not going to be able to show your website to the public. So the first thing, let's go and get our name servers. And on Bluehost, if you want to get your name servers, you'll go under the domains section, and right now my domain is being hosted on Namecheap. So if you want to change the name servers on Namecheap, you'll just come to the list of your domain names, then click on manage, and once you go, you see you can change the name servers down here. You'll just come down here and choose custom domain so that you can change your name servers. So I want to change these ones to point to my Bluehost account. So if I come back to Bluehost and I scroll down here in the section of domains, and where is it? If I come here into domain manager, I will be able to see all my domains that are currently pointed to my Bluehost account. And also, for you to have a Bluehost account, a web hosting account on Bluehost, you must have one primary domain. So when you're signing up, either you bought a domain or you used one that you already have, and that is the one we are going to use to find our name servers, and then we are going to use those name servers here. So it doesn't matter where your website is hosted, it doesn't matter where your domain is. If it is on GoDaddy, just find the section that has to do with DNS servers. You need to change the domain name servers. So just find that section wherever you're hosting, wherever you bought your domain, there has to be a section where you can change your name server. So find that section and then add the Bluehost name servers. So in my case, I'll find the name servers here, and if I scroll down here, these are domains that I connected on Bluehost at some point in time, but the one that I'm interested in is the primary domain. So I'll just click on the primary domain, and then on this side you see it has the name servers here, and I want to go there so that I can find my name servers, and then I can point my domain to this name server. So if I copy that, just bring that here and paste it in there, and I know the other one also is ns2, so I'll just paste that, but I'll change this to ns2 domains. And once I do that on Namecheap, if you are also on Namecheap, then you'll just come here and save that, and after some minutes my website should show me that it is currently being hosted on Bluehost. Right now, if I take this, copy, and I check, you'll see that it's not working yet, and that is because there is still one thing we have to do. We have to add it as a domain here. We're going to assign it to our Bluehost account. So you can do that. If you scroll up here, you can see there's this section for assign. You can use this, or if you also come here to shortcuts, you'll see that we have this section that says assign a domain to your cPanel account. So if I click on this, I'm going to get the option that allows me to assign this domain to my Bluehost account. But the first step for you should be to change the name servers to point to Bluehost. So if you haven't done this already, make sure you do this first before you continue on with this other step. And then I'll just come here, use a domain let me come here and paste the domain name, use a domain that is not already associated with your account, and then paste the domain name there. And then you can choose how you'd like to assign the domain. You can use it as an add-on domain. So an add-on domain will enable you to create another website on it, and it will be like a different website on its own. A packed domain, this is a domain that will redirect to your main website. So if you have a main website on your Bluehost account, if you use a packed domain, it will be redirected to that website. It will show the same content that is available on your main website. So if you want to build other websites, you choose add-on domains. And then let's see. You can create a directory for it. Subdomain. So subdomain, even if I leave this as it is, it's just going to use this as my subdomain. It's going to use that as the subdomain here. But you can change them into anything that you want if you want it to be different. So if I assign this domain, so okay, I have to give it some names. Let me just paste in that there, and if I assign the domain, so this is a directory where your files are going to be for this particular website. So every time you want to build a website or you want to add files, you will be pointing to this. You will be going into this, and when we go into the file manager, you're going to see this folder is created right in your account. So it's still not showing up for us, but let's just give it some time, and then in the next video, we're going to continue from here. But this is basically the step of how you connect a domain to your Bluehost account. So I will see you in the next video.